Conor McGregor has been accused by a woman of sexual assault. The self-styled Notorious One is getting dragged in bizarre cases left, right and center. Oh my goodness, now it ain't about how serious the situation is, it's all about how many times such a situation has come up against him. Conor McGregor, the biggest pay-per-view draw in combat sports history. Oh, you remember him, the biggest star that the UFC has produced in the last decade. A double champion in the UFC, the Dubliner had the world at his feet. Then he went over to the boxing world and took a deserved hiatus from the sport. Out of the cage, he got into one too many troublesome events, many lawsuits and assault cases, and the latest of them all, a sexual abuse case from a former hair colorist named Nikita Hand, who claims the Irish superstar assaulted her in December 2018 at the Beacon Hotel in Dublin. She recently shared disturbing details in front of a judge and jury in the Irish High Court. In her statement, Nikita also said she took some cocaine that Conor allegedly provided her before they ended up at the hotel. She remembered a security guard shutting a connecting door, leaving her as the only woman in the room with 3 men. Afterwards, she found McGregor in the bathroom where she claims he said something very inappropriate. A doctor has testified on her behalf, stating she had injuries consistent with her story and DNA samples were collected. Nikita also revealed that the Director of Public Prosecutions decided not to bring charges against Conor back in 2020, which she says left her disappointed. The former 2-division UFC champ has denied the allegations and his lawyers claim she's trying to extort him. As of now, the case continues. McGregor very well may end up winning the civil case. He's currently on trial over in Dublin, but there aren't too many people on the planet who would honestly say that the man has a good or even decent reputation. Given the numerous allegations from various women along with the video of him punching an elderly man, the details of any individual case no longer matter. His public image has already been established. And this has happened so many times now that he's gonna find it difficult to get the benefit of the doubt from the public ever again. His actions in recent years have done far more than just damage to his legacy. Some have even gone on to call for a major re-evaluation of his entire career, and perhaps even of the promotion that helped make him a star. Any news that comes out pertaining to Conor these days has a question. What's this new allegation about? Once fondly revered as the best that the combat sporting world had to offer, now it's all about these kind of allegations. He was the biggest star of the sport who wandered off and pissed away his peak years. The career that looked so bright seems to have fizzled out because of Conor's actions and nothing more. McGregor's entire career was built on the story of the fighting Irish, a mouthy and charismatic Irishman rising from nothing to achieve unparalleled success. But once he reached the summit, it became obvious that his spirit had faded. Now his legacy is marred by his refusal to step away. He'll still be remembered in history, but not as a fighting Irishman. Instead, he'll be seen as a turbulent icon defined more by his personal failures than by his achievements in the sport. But despite his troubled past, it's worth giving McGregor credit. He still has a loyal fan base that eagerly awaits his redemption story, both in his personal life and in his return to the cage. So what do you guys think? Will these serious accusations hamper his legacy in the long run? Will Conor come back to fight in the UFC? Or are his days of fighting done? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Sports Key to MMA for all the latest in combat sports.